Okay, this is going to be about digital drugs, video games, and anime, and how they contributed to my decline overall as a person. So, basically, I'm not sure if I consider myself addicted to video games and anime, but they've always been there, and I do see them as a drug. I do drink, I guess I consider myself like a social drinker in the sense that, I only really drink alcohol during special occasions. But that's really about it. Never really done drugs, never smoked, but I've played video games, and I pretty much consider them they're pretty much in the same category to me. And that's why I kind of shy away from ever telling people I play games, I like games, I enjoy games, because to me, it's pretty much like a drug addict going up to a person going, hey, I inject my fucking eyeballs full of heroin, isn't that cool? I fucking drink myself into a fucking stupor and I vomit and then fall into my fucking pool of fucking barf and die. Isn't that such a cool thing, you guys? To me, it's a source of shame, essentially. Let me put it like this. I play games the same way, I use games the same way a drug addict uses heroin. That's pretty much how it is. I never was a huge fan of the whole, is games art? No, I really don't care. To me, it's just a form of entertainment, and that's it. It's just a way to escape. It's a way to forget about just how mundane and dull and just boring my life is. It's just an outlet for me to forget all the shit in my real life. And to my knowledge, that's pretty much why drinkers drink. It's why drug addicts do drugs. They're chasing that high. They're trying to escape. They're trying to dull the pain. And that's pretty much the boat I'm in, really. I started games when I was young, probably around 6 I think I got my first game console. It was a Game Boy Color, yellow, Game Boy Color yellow, with the cartridge for Pokemon Yellow. And I remember playing the shit out of that game. I don't remember if I beat it, but it was sort of the beginning of the descent, the very top of the rabbit hole, as it were. And ever since then, I've been hooked. I never got involved in sort of the big MMOs, like World of Warcraft, things like, Terra Online. They never really appealed to me, and I think a reason for that is because my parents wouldn't pay up the subscription, when I was a kid, because I think World of Warcraft came out when I was when I was in middle school. I remember walking into an Apple store and going, oh, what is this? And I flipped through the fucking cover for the game, and it's like, oh, $15 subscription every month. And my parents were like, nope, fuck that. And then they also at the time had a very sort of superstitious belief in online scams that kind of transcended into any online company. They didn't trust it. Now it's different because of the rise of Amazon. They buy shit online all the time, but that's why I never got into MMOs. But yeah, games has always been a part of my life, and I've replaced I've used it to replace TV, pretty much all other forms of media, like TV, movies, books. I still read occasionally when it's interesting, but really I don't read at all. I don't read as much as I should. So why did I fall into this? And I think there's a couple of reasons why I think you see nowadays a lot of guys who are into games, play games, are basically borderline addicted to games, spend all their free time on games. And I think it's because games really gauge, they really hone in on a specific part of the male psyche. And I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, how about female gamers? Yeah, I mean, sure. I think I'm not as hardline about this as other people. I think girls do play games, sure. Probably not the same games as guys. Probably more like iPhone games, or just sort of like, you know, casual shit like Mario Kart. But, you know, Mario Kart's fun. But I think games hook guys in a unique way. They hone in on the male psyche to achieve shit. Now, you might be thinking, like, what the fuck are you saying? You're doing nothing when you're playing games. Yeah, that's true. But there's this illusion that you are achieving something, that you are accomplishing something, or just doing simple tasks, right? Like, go to this objective, fetch this item, bring it back, kill these guys, kill the other team. It's all objective based. And I think as a guy, as a male, that's very appealing. I think guys are more willing to put up doing repetitive, boring tasks because they get this dopamine kick out of it. I think, and it's the reason why I think, you know, it's part and parcel with why gaming is part and parcel with isolation, because you spend more time gaming, the less time you have with the social life. And I think women are less resistant to that. They will not sacrifice their social life for gaming, but guys will, especially nowadays where the dating market is a lot more brutal. It's a lot harder to kind of, you know, put your head out there and go, hey, you just like, put yourself out there as a potential, dating, partner. It's just, it's harder. So guys will go into games as an escape, as a little oasis from the whirlwind of shit. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. So the reason why these repetitive objectives are so appealing to guys is because I think at the end of the day, guys inherently know they have to accomplish shit. Guys need to know they have to achieve shit. They have to fucking hunt. They have to go out there, kill the fucking caribou and drag it back so the tribe can eat, right? It's a mechanism that nature instilled in us as a part of a way for guys to basically gain some social value, some just value overall in society, and basically at the end of the day show their worth, right? And say, hey, I'm a good dating partner. I think that's where it all arises from. It's that need to accomplish things, to be doing things, to be active. And I think games tap directly into that. Also, games are heavily marketed towards guys. So they have this, you know, they encompass a lot of male values, you know, brotherhood. It's the reason why you see a lot of these massively multiplayer games get so popular. It's because it focuses on teamwork and fighting with your bros and going out there and, you know, killing the enemy. And, you know, violence is another male value that's, you know, pretty self-explanatory. You know, games like Doom, there's this primal, just sort of like, just addictive, like, just oomph that comes with the games. Like fucking Doom 2016, you watch it and it feels invigorating. And I think that's why violence is so prevalent in games, is because, one, it's convenient. It's a convenient way to, convey death in a game, and it motivates the player not to die and to win at the game, but also because I think it's also just a big male value. And also competition, right? It's the reason why games, like why all these highly competitive MOBAs and FPS shooters have become so popular over the years, and why they became so popular in the first place. I mean, I think they always were popular with things like fucking Quake and, you know, all games like that, sort of like the high arena shooter fucking, you know, just games that focus on quick twitch movements and skill. So that's why I think I got hooked, and I think why many guys get hooked. I think it's now time to move on to the second segment of this video. We're going to be talking about, what was it? Anime, right? This is a little bit more niche. Fucking anime, fucking Japanese cartoons. I started anime pretty late in the game. I never was exposed to it in childhood. I mean, sure, I watched the odd episodes of Dragon Ball Z and One Piece, but it was sort of like, oh, okay, it's on Toonami. I'll watch like 20 minutes of it and I'll switch off. I never really was big into it when I was a kid, in middle school or high school. I really started at the beginning of college, and that's really because it was paralleled with my own descent into isolation. I mean, I always was sort of bordering on isolation, but when I started college, that's when it really hit me that, yeah, I'm pretty much alone. And anime was there. You know, I think in many ways, anime appeals to a certain type of guy. And I don't want to generalize all these people. You know, there's clearly like, you know, accomplished people who watch anime, but really anime is fine. If you watch anime, it's fine because I watch anime. I'm not going to fucking judge you for that. I'm not going to judge you for what entertainment you watch, but you just look at the animators. You look at the source, right? And it tells you all you need to know about anime is that a lot of these guys who animate, you know, who do like, you know, mangakas and fucking these, you know, animators, they're in the same boat as their viewers. You know what I mean? They're the guys who pretty much hone their life into a craft, and they live pretty lonely lives. And anime, it's the reason why all this waifu shit is so popular. All this, you know, fucking, take the fucking bullet into the mouth. Enter Gensokyo, my friend. All this shit of why waifus and fucking body pillows. It's because everyone knows is that it's like, it's an outlet for lonely guys to feel some sense of comfort. It's another fucking drug. It's another digital drug. And like games, it hones into a guy's sense of basically companionship, right? It's the reason why anime is a perfect medium for this, is because all the female characters are drawn to be cute, are basically drawn with just the right proportions to be attractive, and you know, like neotenous features like big eyes, kind of roundish faces, you know, right, like since they're all drawn, they could drawn with the right fucking hip to waist ratio. And I don't know if this is what animators consider, but I'm sure that this crosses their heads and they implement it into their work to make their characters more appealing. And also I think it taps into a guy's sense of wonder, because anime is kind of exotic. It like most guys are exposed to like Western cartoons in like America or in the West, and then they see this weird thing. It's like this weird, like almost, it's like implements some parts of Western culture, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit wacky. It's a little bit weird. Man, this video is so disorganized, so fucking scrambled. There's so much more. I mean, maybe I'll talk about it in another video. I don't want this to be too fucking long. But yeah, 2 drugs that have contributed to my decline as a fucking person. And I'm still going at it. Fuck it, you know? I mean, look at the world around you. Like it's like we're entering a fucking electronic dystopia. I might be exaggerating there, but I mean, it's coming, dude. Automation will fucking replace the jobs. Self-driving cars. No need for warehouse workers or factory workers. This shit is just gonna get bigger and fucking bigger and better. The drugs will get more potent, more strong, more appealing. And you know what? I welcome it because I'm already hooked. I'm already in decline. I'm spiraling. I'm going down the drain. So I say, enjoy the decline. I say, kick back, relax, and laugh. Eat some popcorn. It's gonna be a fun ride. Okay, bye.